Yo, I gotta tell you this right now, in the moment. Good grief. And good God. And what a good God. Even in these despicable times, what a good God do we serve. And I'm sorry, I gotta laugh, and especially in times like these, we gotta laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. And like I said, I just had to tell you this while I'm laughing, because God told me to tell you that you literally make him belly laugh. You literally have him rolling on the floor laughing his booty off, like their booty off, her booty off. If you know, you know. But whatever, whatever, that's not the point of this message. The point of this message is that, and I know I've clocked this before for this collective, but if you haven't heard this message before, that you're hysterical, you have your jokes, your sense of humor uplifts God, uplifts the angels when even they are down in despair. And confirmation, even when they, the Most High, 111 on my phone, even they, when they are down in despair, looking at what is happening here because of injustices, because of evil, because of whatever it is, you motivate them to keep going, to keep doing their job in the heavenly realms, in the spiritual realms, and on the earthly plane as well. But your sense of humor gets God through the day. And I know that for a lot of you, and again, I've clocked this before, that this sense of humor that you have has developed through a lot of trauma and a lot of pain, and that is one of your coping mechanisms. But God said that's a good one, even though you may overdo it at times, and sometimes you bypass way too much. But again, that's not the point of this message, because there's already too much negativity going on right now, so we're not going to add to that. But God wants me to uplift your spirit and your sense of humor, and know that your humor is healing, and know that it is your weapon. It is your yes, it is your coping mechanism and self-defense weapon, but it's like your weapon of destruction, but in a way that is, again, healing and endearing. And again, like, you got God rolling on the floor and like literally about to like piss his pants, like, you know what I mean? Like, you have him laughing so hard sometimes that like they can't catch their breath. And if God's silent sometimes, that's why, because he's laughing so hard, not at you, of course. They're with you, but it's like sometimes he's just laughing so hard that he has to walk away and then come back, because he's literally, like I said, peeing his pants, gotta go change his, robe, whatever it is, his, you catch my drift. If you're hearing this, but it's like, I know how tough sometimes it can be to be the one that is constantly uplifting others, constantly being the one to make others laugh, and again, either at your own expense or theirs or whatever it is. But it's like, I know that sometimes that's a tough position to hold, but you do, and you do it really well. So pat yourself on the back, take credit, please take credit, because I know that, like, that's another thing that, again, we'll talk about it later. That's what God said, we'll talk about it later. But it's like, you bypass even giving yourself, credit by your sense of humor, by, just brushing it off as like, it's nothing. It's not nothing. It's a gift. And God just said to me, it's not even a gift that I gave them. Like, yes, I did, but they, again, it's like that parable with the talents, or however you want to look at that. It's like, yes, God gave you a little bit of that. Like, he said that I had a little bit of influence, but like, they developed it beyond what I gave them to begin with. You did that. So it's like, yes, it was a gift, but like, again, you multiplied it. You did well, my good and faithful servant, that's what they said. So keep doing well. keep doing well, and keep making people laugh, and keep making God laugh, and keep making yourself laugh, and don't ever stop smiling, and don't ever stop laughing. And that was a something that was between myself and my guides, was we were talking about like dying laughing. And I was like, oh, when I go out, that's exactly how I want to go out. Like, I want to go out like that, saying like, I want to die laughing. And like I don't wish death upon anybody, of course, but it's like I hope that for you too, if that's something that you would, if that's the way that you would like to go out, you know. But I just feel like that's relevant, and I just want to tell you to keep shining, keep laughing, keep smiling, and keep being the light when there is so much darkness, because where there is light, darkness has no choice but to flee. So in the darkest of darkest times, like I said, you are the heavenly realm's motivator, inspiration, and like, just as much as they try to be that for you too, but it's like I said, like you really are like chosen, and you very much are meant to be a guiding light in all the realms, in the 7-9 hells, in the 7-9 heavens, however you want to look at that. So it's like, if this message reached you, please let me know, and tell me one of your best jokes in the comments, because I would love to laugh. I love to laugh, so please, I would love to be healed by your humor. So share your gift that you have amplified and done so well with. I would love to be blessed by it.